Hello and welcome everyone, welcome back. This is the pre-week show for week 6 against the Nevada Wolfpack, and we've got a little bit to talk about today as we go into our game against a very talented Wolfpack team. In fact, this Wolfpack team is 4-1, and let's just pull up their losses here. So I'm going to pull up the schedule for Nevada, and they have a win against a Pac-12 opponent in Washington State who beat us, if you recall, a few years back. Toledo, who we beat last year with Ricky James on the roster. Oregon State, so already we have 2 wins against Pac-12 teams for this Nevada team. They beat a South Alabama team that's not great this year by 14, and they lost to a very talented Coastal Carolina that is recently joining FBS, still in the Mountain West, and will be leaving this conference at the end of the season to go to their native Sun Belt region. And that was in overtime by 6. So we're going into the game against a very, very talented Nevada team. And you have to wonder if we've got what it takes to go ahead and win our first Mountain West game. This is going to be really big for us because we have really... Okay, we won the Mountain West, but we haven't been able to prove both success in the conference and out of it. We've either had immense success out of conference, such as Season 2, or we've had immense success in conference, such as last season. But not once have we been able to have success in both, really, when it comes to the end of the day. And you look at this Olympia schedule, beating Charlotte 21-0, beating Louisville 37-30. That one, not the best win at this point, but not terrible. Beating Minnesota 52-35 really is our marquee, our feather in the cap. A 17-point win over a one-loss Minnesota, obviously to us, against a Big Ten team, and then beating number 10 ranked UNC by 2 points. That one, I don't think we deserve to win. We really escaped that one, and it worries me a little bit that we can't contend with, let's just say, top 20 talent, which isn't surprising. I don't expect us to be able to contend with top 20 teams. I mean, we can contend, but I don't expect us to consistently win those. Anyway, we go up against a talented Nevada team, and you have to start thinking, can Olympia run the table? So we're 4-0. We're actually number 25 in the nation at this point, and you have to wonder if Olympia could potentially run the table. After last season's conference play, the question must be asked. If we run a table, what does that leave us? Definitely a New Year's Six bowl, potentially a BCS berth. Not sure how exactly that would fall, but 100% we will get a New Year's Six bowl if we go undefeated, especially considering we're already 25th in the AP polls. So going into this week, some news. Bo Johnson obviously is still out. He will be out for at least another 9 to 10 weeks from what I'm hearing from trainers. It's bruised. It's not just bruised. Sorry, it's broken ribs. It's a pretty severe broken rib injury too. Usually, sometimes you can see these injuries heal up a little faster. His are pretty bad. It didn't look that bad in the game. He really walked off the field and stood tall, but X-rays after revealed that there is a lot of breakage inside his rib cage. Unfortunately, we may not see him back until the postseason, and we'd be lucky to see him back even at that. That means Kirk Doherty will be getting the starting nod for now with Cameron Anderson and obviously our fullback Kosi Mensah backing up. And then some other news. So coming in at wide receiver to make a clutch play last game, his only play at wide receiver of the game, Corey Cross, who, let's just look at Corey Cross's profile here. Let me pull up Corey Cross. This guy is an interesting story. So I look at him. He's 6'5". I said 6'6", I believe. He's 6'5", 193 pounds, and I mean, he just towers over people. He's pretty fast too. He's actually arguably faster than Dion Hurd, who is our other possession receiver, although Dion Hurd isn't his size. Corey Cross could be an X factor, except for the fact that he's not refined in remotely any area except for his build, really. His catching is subpar for a possession receiver, and his skills with the ball in his hand aren't that great either. So we'll see. He's going to get a few more touches this game than he did last game. Lee House is going to get a few more touches. Ryan Jones might get promoted, although we might keep him in that slot. I'm not sure just yet. Somebody we haven't seen yet that I'm still looking out for is Roger Carter, the junior redshirt junior, has really made an impact, and I'd like to see him play a little bit more. We'll see if that goes through. Anyway, thank you so much for joining in. We are going to get to our first conference game of the season in this Week 6 matchup against Nevada. I will see you then. Have a great rest of your day.